is it 2023? It has been a while since I have sat down to make a video. I have had uploads going up, not as many as I would have liked, but basically life has just been so crazy these last few months. Which is why today, as my first video of 2023, I kind of just wanted to give you a bit of a life update. This is also going to be kind of a slightly different video to what I would usually do, where I just sit down, chat to you guys about my conditions mainly, because that is kind of what this channel was made for. But today I thought I would just give you a general life update, and there was something else that I really wanted to introduce to my channel this year. In the summer of 2022, I decided to learn how to crochet, which I'm so glad I did, because I've been obsessed ever since. This has been a lot easier for me with my hand, because it means that I only have to hold something in this hand. So this hand doesn't really have to work all that hard. So it's been really, really good, and I've really, really enjoyed doing it. And this year, I have decided that I would like to try and make a temperature blanket. So it was something that I wanted to, I will explain what it is in a minute, by the way, but it's something that I wanted to document on here because it is a year-long project, and I think having other people know about it will kind of make me more motivated to keep going with it. So the reason I'm mentioning it in this video is because I thought that today I could just get on with that project a little bit, tell you about it, and then have a chat whilst I'm doing so, and just give you a bit of a life update. So kind of a two-in-one video. It's going to be super, super laid back. So this is really different content to what I'm used to posting on my channel, but I hope you like it anyway. Before we get started, I am by no means a crochet expert, but it is something that I've really, really enjoyed doing, and I just think it's a super fun thing to do, and there's so many different ways of doing it. But basically, if you don't know what it is, a temperature blanket is a blanket that you can knit or crochet. I'm going to be crocheting one row for every day of the year, and the colour of that row is determined by what the temperature is on that day. So I've made myself this little chart. This idea, it's also not an original idea at all. There are so many videos out there of people doing this, and I was inspired by someone called Holly Anna. I will link her channel somewhere in the description, because she did a temperature blanket for 2022, and I really, really enjoyed watching her updates and couldn't wait to get started on mine in 2023. So I have made this chart, and because I live in the UK, this is why the temperatures are in a range that's like this. A lot of the people I've seen doing this live in America, so their temperature ranges are very different to mine, because we don't really get the most variation here in the UK. So this is how I've decided to do it. This is my chart. I have sort of put the colours up the side and said what colour I will be using for what temperature it is on that day. So like I said, there's so many different ways you can do this, and because I live in the UK, as I mentioned before, the temperature ranges are not that varied. So I've decided I'm going to base my temperatures, some of them off, depending on what time of the year it is, it's some of them going to be based off the high temperatures in the day, and some are going to be based off the low. I know that when Hollyana did her temperature blanket, she based hers off of the average temperatures, which is something that I thought about doing at first. However, it's really not going to be the most colourful blanket if I do that, and I'm going to need a lot of the colours here in the middle, and I'm going to run out of wool very quickly. So what I debated what I would do about that for a long time, and what I've actually decided I'm going to do is for January, February, March, I'm going to do the low temperatures. Then April, May, June, July, August, September, I'm going to crochet the highest temperatures. And then the last 3 months in the year, October, November, December, I'm going to go back to crocheting the lowest temperature in the day. If that makes any sense. I've probably not explained that very well. So because it is January, it's actually the 5th, I think, when I'm filming this. So I have already started. So I'll show you what I've got in a minute. I think the lowest temperature for today was 8 degrees. So that means I'm going to be using light purple. So that's this one. It's a really nice colour. So that is what I'm going to do in this video, and as I go along and crochet today's row, I'm going to be just giving you a bit of a life update. So yeah, let me get my blanket and show you. So here's what we have so far. We've used 4 different colours so far because every single day we have had a low of something different. So I'm really liking how it looks so far. Like I said, remember, I'm no crochet expert at all, so it's not going to look the most professional. But yeah, and it's pretty long. I can't remember exactly how many stitches I did. I think I started with about a chain of 150, because I'm aware this blanket is going to get very big. 365 days, 365 rows, is going to take up a lot of wool, a lot of time. So I didn't want to make it too big. I did 150 rows. Where's the other end? So it's about this long. It's wider than me, so it would definitely cover me up. And yeah, this is what we have so far. I'm really excited to do today. I think, yes, light purple, so that's going back to the first colour that I used. And in case you're wondering, I'm using a 5mm crochet hook, and let's just get started, shall we? So I've just switched colours to this light purple, again up on the top, and I'm going to try and weave in these ends as I go so that I don't have to do them and worry about them at the end once I've finished the blanket. But we'll see how that goes because it's getting pretty fiddly. I think I did the last row way too tight to get these ones in. Anyway, so where do I even start on the last few months? It has been so crazy. So I have done uploads, like I said, but they were actually pre-filmed. I tried to make a load of videos in the summer so that when I started university, it wasn't something I had to worry about, but I knew that you guys would still have videos. So I started university on the 17th of September. Well, that's when I moved out. So I've moved for my personal safety. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going, but I moved out, and I'm not that far away from home, but moving out was something that I really was nervous to do because it wasn't really the original plan. Whenever I thought of going to university, I thought I'm going to stay at home for as long as possible because moving out just makes me really nervous. I did end up moving out in the end, and I'm so glad I did, but I wish that was something I could have told my past self at the time because I was really nervous to do it. Starting university is a big thing anyway, let alone actually moving out. It's just such a massive life change. But like I said, I don't regret it. The first few weeks there were really tough. I had a lot of moments where I was like, am I actually going to stay and do this? Why am I here? Is this the right thing? But eventually, you know, I was so lucky that the flat I got put in, I have been with some amazing people, and I think they are genuinely the reason that I'm still there. It was, yeah, a super lucky thing because I've heard of a lot of people not really getting on with their flatmates, but for me that has not been an issue at all, and they really got me through those first difficult few weeks, and eventually I really started to get in the swing of things. I can't remember if I've said, I probably have in another video somewhere, but I have gone to university to study counselling and psychotherapy, which is something that I'm really interested in, and I am really enjoying the course so far. That was something that I was really looking forward to starting, and I think once I'd sort of got into the course a bit more and I'd met more people and I was just, you know, I got in the swing of things there and I really started to enjoy it. So that is where I have been for the last, how many months now? Well, we're now in January, so yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm sorry that it's meant that content has been pretty slow on here and there's not been much of it. I'm really going to try now it's the new year. So besides university, what else? I mean, that has been the biggest life update for me recently, and especially since the last time I spoke to you. Oh, I became a campaigner for Changing Faces at the end of last year, which I'm so excited about. If you don't know, Changing Faces are a UK charity who I have done a bit of work with before. I was one of their young media champions, and I've fundraised for them before. When I was younger, I got a lot of help and support from them and met one of my very good friends through them as well. And I applied to be a campaigner for them once I'd started uni and settled in and stuff, and I got the good news that I was selected to be one of their new campaigners, and I was just so excited. So yeah, I now have that little role going on. So I'll be able to basically help support them with their campaigns, and I will be able to also get involved with some really cool opportunities. I'm just so excited to be able to say that I'm a campaigner for them, because I've really looked up to a lot of their campaigners, and for a good few years now I've been thinking, wouldn't that be so awesome if I could do that one day? Because I just love the charity so much. They have been honestly life-changing for me, and the fact that I now get to do this to support them, literally it just means the world, and I still can't believe that I actually get to do that now. So if anyone from Changing Phases is watching, just thank you so much. It's literally a dream come true. That sounds really cringy, but it's true. Cannot wait for this blanket to get like longer, because right now, I mean, I know I was saying at the start like it is a lot easier on this hand. I mean, it is, but this is how I've actually sort of learnt to hold this, and it doesn't cause me too much pain, which is good. But yesterday I've been alongside this. I'm currently working on this little crochet puppy thing. I'll insert a picture somewhere. So far I have made the head, the body, and half of one of its legs. But yesterday I was literally crocheting for hours. So if I sort of do too much, then it can make this hand hurt a little bit. But I think another good thing about this project is the fact that it is literally just one row a day, so it's not going to be anything too strenuous for it. Oh, we have a visitor. Say hello, Archie. This is my dog, Archie. He is, how old are you? We think he's about 15, but we don't know for sure because we actually rescued him, so we didn't have him from being a puppy. But yeah, this is Archie. He's a very old man, aren't you? Anyway, I can't crochet with you on my knee, can I? Say bye-bye. He's just over there now, having a sleep. Don't know if you can see him in the corner. I can't even remember what I was talking about. But yeah, he's an old dog, bless him. He's doing well. Also, I know I've mentioned him before in a couple of my videos. I still have Herbie, my hamster. He is 2.5, I think, which is so good for a Syrian hamster. I've never had a hamster live as long as him. He's doing so well. I've had to leave him behind because I can't take him with me to my accommodation, and my family have been amazing looking after him and stuff, sending me pictures and videos, and then it's been so nice to be able to come back and for him to still be here, and yeah, he's so cute. Doing a life update, I probably should have thought about what I was going to update you on first. Sorry if this has been such a rambly video, by the way, because I don't really know what I'm saying. Usually when I make videos I have such a plan, and this has just been like whatever comes to mind I will update you on. But I hope you sort of liked this different format of video. Definitely let me know. Okay, and I'm done for another day of my temperature blanket. So I'll show you, this is now what I have so far. Yep, 5 different rows. I'm realising I think I must be pulling it too tight because you can't always see all of the colours that well. So I'm going to make sure that I do my stitches a bit looser from now on so you can actually see the colours a bit better. Something I forgot to mention earlier is when I get to the end of the month, I think, I might change my mind a bit later on, but I think between each month I am going to do a row of just a plain colour that's not part of this. I think I'm going to do white, just so that my months are separated, so that when I look back on this blanket I know, oh yeah, that's January, February, etc. I've seen some blankets where people do that and then some blankets where people don't. I know that Hollyana, who I mentioned earlier, she didn't do that and actually regrets not doing it. She wishes that she did put markers in for where the months ended. But yeah, so we are done for today. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to tell you before I end this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video and not found it too boring. If you have made it all the way to the end, give me a thumbs up and let me know if you enjoyed it. And yeah, hopefully I will be back soon with another video. I will continue to update you on this blanket because it is a journey I am very excited to continue. And I really don't know how long this video is, so I'm sorry if it's been super long. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a brilliant 2023 and I will see you all soon. Bye!